I'm getting concerned with the way that people are hyping things. One matter is definitely looking at what legitimate news sources are saying, and not all the sources are the mainstream media, by the way. The other matter is, of course, believing what any and every source says. For example, according to jihadwatch.org, Obama-backed rebels persecute Christians, force them from their homes. Well, unless I see that on a legitimate news source, I'm not just going to believe it. Or Shoebot. Shoebot's another one. Muslims ambush 25, behead with chainsaw while alive. Well, ISIS does enough. Okay, we know that. Shoebot, though, has had a questionable record. He's done things that are just totally out of line. He's even questioned the son of Hamas, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, this guy who's risking his life, unless the guy's a really good con artist like Shoebot alleges, I don't think that someone would be making the statements about the Quran and saying things about Hamas and doing the other things that the son of Hamas is doing if he were really being, frankly, an Orthodox Mohammedan slash radical Muslim who was doing taqiyya. And that's why I'm very careful with the sources I look at, and even some of my own family members will look at certain sources, and I'm sitting there going, okay, where did you read this? Where did you read this? Even an example that a family member gave me recently is that, churches may lose their tax-exempt status if they don't support gay marriage. Well, I Googled it, and what I found is the following. So I went to churches tax-exempt. What it says is, actually, I didn't Google that exactly, but one of the results I did find was gay activists demand churches lose their tax-exempt status, and then the one that I just Googled, Alabama, other states want safeguard for churches tax-exempt status. Religious colleges concerned about losing tax-exempt status, forcing churches to perform same-sex marriages will be end separation of church and state. It doesn't mean that these churches, synagogues, and other places of worship who are so, if the churches and other places of course, they picked it up from Arutz Sheva, which is Kiredi, and Arutz Sheva has spread just basically lies before. As long as, the Haredi line can be pushed, and I'm not talking about the exceptions among Haredim who are really just trying to live their day-to-day life. I'm talking about the Agudat Hissa brand of Haredim and what have you. These are the types of guys that the Arutz Sheva types are. And so, as I said, my point is, before you say, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, you have to make sure you're looking at legitimate sources, whether or not they're mainstream. You have to know the whole context. and you have to know the history of some of these more questionable sources. And as I said, if certain things do happen that people dread, all we can do is watch and pray.